Alright, so I'ma let y'all know off the rip. Your boy, he gotta find creative ways to watch his anime, cause I ain't finna pay for that shit. So for this particular movie, I don't know why, but all I could find was his bootleg ass version. And I ain't talking about that normal bootleg like, oh, I had to watch it on third-party website. No, I'm talking about real bootleg. Bootleg like,
I'm at the movies making me a bootleg DVD.
Like when Gohan went to transform, niggas was cheering in the background and shit. Like I thought there was niggas in my room. I got scared as hell. Like that shit sounded like it was recorded in the bathroom somewhere. Like niggas was talking in the background and shit. So I just say that to say that your boy, he keeps it G. I'ma do what I got to do to bring y'all the content, you feel me? I ain't gonna let a little bad quality stop me. I slept on metal bunks and took bird baths, you feel me? So let's get this shit popping. So it start off with this nigga called Magenta, and he looking like he got rejected from Jersey Shore. Oh, I wanna be Al Pacino so bad, head ass. Got a hairline like Vegeta, don't he? And why his homie got that cool bar haircut? Oh, spirit sword looking ass nigga. So they start talking about this little nigga Hedo and how he Dr. Giro's grandson, he a science genius and all that. And this nigga went to prison for using a reanimation more recklessly than Kabuto. But he about to get out, so they like, hey, let's go scoop him. So Magenta pull up on him and he like, hey, little nigga, you don't seem like the jail type. I bet you was in there having a harder time than Tom from the Boondocks. Hedo like, stop playing with me, boy. All the niggas in there love me. You mean cause they respected you, right? So Magenta's driver gets freaked out and drive off. He like, I don't know about this, boss. That little nigga little zesty. This nigga got a whole camel toe. And why he dressed like that? Looking like the purple Teletubby going through a goth phase. Got more eyeliner on than Orochimaru, don't he? The boss like, man, fuck all that shit. We need him. So they scoop him up and they like, hey, look, you know, we'll pay you whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we just need you to join the squad, you feel me? And hey, if that shit don't work, we got the Yankee thing and we'll put it on you. And when they threaten Hedo, he pull out his wasp. He like, do you know the damage I could do with this? Imagine if you could control a wasp. You could rob a nigga with that. It remind me of that story in Florida where the guy ran up in the store with an alligator and all them niggas started running. That'd be me, but with my wasp. Like, who gon' fuck with me? I send that bitch at you, sting you repeatedly. You can't even smack that bitch. It's too small. So anyway, they flash to Piccolo and he training with Pan. And she running around wearing the Midoriya shoes, ain't she? Jumping around like Gran Torino. Like, who let her out the house with these knockoff Astro Boy boots? With that sweet life of Zack and Cody haircut on her. Looking like she about to hide from Mr. Mosley. So anyway, they finish training and Piccolo changed clothes like a GTA character. He go pull up on Gohan and he don't even knock on the window like a normal person. He scratched that bitch like the villain in a horror film. So Gohan pull up and he been doing more research than Jiraiya. He like, I've been studying the mating habits of this rare European species of fire ants, and I've discovered something truly amazing. The males and females can reconstruct their gender based off the needs of the colony. Yeah, people do that too now, so it's not that big a deal. Anyway, how about you reconstruct some bitches, huh? You ever thought about that? When's the last time you squabbled? What? Square up, nigga! Boom, he punched him in the stomach so hard Gohan shit himself, so Piccolo had to give him a change of clothes. So now Piccolo out in the mountain ranges training and shit, and Gamma 2 try to sneak him. He try to shoot him in the back like he just got out the police academy. Shoot first, ask questions later. So they start mixing it up, and this nigga got visual sound effects like the comic book hero from MHA. And it's hilarious because they never explain why. Like, do he got that all the time, or could he turn it off? Like, cause, you know, that could be a real problem. Like, imagine if you had that power. What would sex be like? I couldn't do it. I don't want to see what premature ejaculation sounds like. I don't need subtitles when I apologize. It's embarrassing enough. But anyway, Piccolo loses because you can't fight a nigga who could use that power. You see his sound effects and shit, it's too distracting. But Piccolo don't die, so he followed him back to the base. And when I seen Piccolo crouching on his rock, I was just like, when did Piccolo start wearing Timbs? But anyway, Piccolo sneak in and he hear the whole play that they trying to run down and how they trying to destroy the whole Boma's organization and all their friends and shit. So Piccolo like, hey, you know, we got to start counteracting. So he pull up on the first gay couple in anime to get some sensu beans, and then he pull up on Dende and he like, hey, you know, we gonna need to use the dragon. Dende like, hold up, let me just upgrade him real quick. Like, this nigga Dende be upgrading Shenron like an iPhone, don't he? So now the dragon ready and Boma got out a Dragon Ball, so Piccolo jump off this tower. And I love this scene so much because this is when I noticed that this is really like a superhero version of Dragon Ball Z. Like, I never really put two and two together. Like, yeah, it's called superhero, but anyway, like, they throw the helmet at Piccolo and the dynamic movement of how he catches it, just the whole way they did this whole Dragon Ball thing, like through the lens of as if they were superheroes. I just think it's a cool take on it because they basically are, you feel me? So anyway, Piccolo gets a Boma and they summon Shenron so they can make their wishes. And Piccolo wished for a power up, and the way he acted after he got that power up, I could tell he had flashbacks from when he fused with nail, you feel me? So he like, hey, you know, that was my only wish, go ahead, Bulma. And Bulma get up there and she start wishing for a BBL. But after watching that last scene she was in, I don't think she needed. I don't know, you tell me. But she wished for a BBL and for like her eyelashes to be like 2 centimeters longer. Like, what kind of shit is that? But anyway, that's not important. So Piccolo go back to the Red Ribbon and Wee Man send him to go kidnap Pan. So he with this buff ass dude and they go to get Pan, and the buff ass dude walk up and Pan is not having it. She on some Stranger Danger shit. She knocking out grown niggas with a stomach punch. That shit reminded me of some original Dragon Ball type shit when Goku would do that.
What the dog doing?
And so now Pan poking the soldier's body, and that's worse than teabagging in Halo. She climbing all over this nigga like she just killed the raid boss, you feel me? So this nigga Piccolo grab her and he like, hey, you know, it's me, we gotta go. So he start briefing this 3-year-old like she his partner in crime. Like, goddamn nigga, can't you see she 3? He just using her to replace Gohan. He missed how it was in the Saiyan saga. So they get to the spaceship and Piccolo start driving worse than SpongeBob. Where is Mrs. Puff when you need her, you feel me? So Piccolo keep telling her the plan, and this when I realized that Pan is a psycho for real. Cause if I had a daughter, I would not want her to react so readily to the prospect of handcuffs. This bitch Pan think it's all fun and stuff. So Piccolo say that she gotta pretend to be in trouble because they want to lure her dad out to kill him, and her only response is, that sounds fun. Like, what the fuck? What kind of 3-year-old responds like that? Like, she a psycho at 3 already? Y'all gotta do something with that. Her saying genetics is taking over. If they don't intervene quick, she gonna end up like King Vegeta instead of Prince Vegeta, if you know what I mean. Yo, if you like this video, I got others like it on my channel. Go check them out and make sure to drop me a like and subscribe, because you know I'm here to stay. Real niggas elevate and motivate. We don't dissipate, you feel me?